Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura. And today I am working on Hope Runs Deep again. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a good Christmas. And hopefully they're back from their little adventures that they took during Christmas. Yeah, I thought I'd work on this today. I worked last night for about, good hour and a half on my stitching project and just didn't feel like getting it out right now. I thought we'd just continue on trying to fill in the blanks, and I've got about 12 inches of this thing to finish. But thought I'd talk a little bit about plans for next year, and they're loose laid plans, you know. And they could change at any moment and any time, you know how that goes with me. So I have a couple more Diamond Art Club that I want to get. One of them, last time I checked, now I haven't checked here in a while, was out. I think it was called A Place of Reflection. The one with, and it's Chuck Pinson, just like this one, with the mountains. So we'll see if that gets taken care of. I want to buy it. Whether I'll start it or not, I have no idea. I'd like to finish this crazy thing. As you can see, I got all the way to the top of this. This is the steeple, so I'm just filling in the sky around everything. I think this is 3856. So I need number 7. Come on, please. Let's try not to drop the drills. So Christmas went good. We got through all that, and like I said, I got my son and and his wife and their 3 kids all diamond paintings for Christmas. And my son called me up and said basically I was the devil that I'd started something. So him and his wife had finished their diamond painting. It was a 30 by 45. It took them 2 days. So yeah, I informed him about Amazon. I haven't enlightened him about what do you call it, AliExpress yet. I thought I'd break them in on Amazon, because you can usually get them sometimes faster than AliExpress, sometimes not so much. But yeah, so they all love it. And then my daughter called on the day after Christmas and said, do you have any extra diamond paintings? And I'm like, boy, you're talking to like the wrong person. I've got plenty of diamond paintings. So because she wanted to try it. And so, and my granddaughter, who was 4, that I thought was way too young for this, yeah, well, she was feeling left out. So I should have just bought everybody diamond paintings this year and saved my time and my effort, you know. So I took her over the diamond painting of the 2 pandas in the bamboo, and also a partial tiger diamond. It's like a tiger face, but it's a partial, so you just do the face of the tiger. And yeah, so they're all working on that. And my grandson, who is 9, he liked his, and he's gotten onto it. And my 6-year-old grandson, I'm telling you, that kid, I got there, they opened their presents. He opened it up, you know, because he wasn't doing anything, and we were all kind of waiting for food to get done and that kind of thing, just chit-chatting. And so we set him up on the table, and he did. I got him the little animals, like, I think there was like a giraffe, and I can't even remember what else, a giraffe and a panda and that kind of animals, because he's only 6, and to see if he'd like it. And we gave him one color, and we showed him how to do it. He sat there the whole time we were waiting for dinner to get ready, which was about an hour. Even went to the store and came back. And he finished half the panda before we ever sat down to dinner. And we got up from dinner, and by the time I was on my way home, he had finished making the little panda bear. So he really liked it. But it was only 2 colors, see? It was great for a small child. So my daughter got one of my grandson's superheroes for my granddaughter to work on. So she's been trying to train her how to do that, because she wasn't really on to the fact she had to set it on the circle and all that. So she had to help her a bit, but she's working on hers, and so I thought that was pretty cool. So I think the diamond paintings were a smash hit. So about next year, like I said, I want to buy that other Chuck Pinson to add to my collection. It's not like I need diamond paintings. I could probably keep them all supplied in diamond paintings for the rest of the year. Plus, you know. And I started them all in rounds too. So, excuse me, I got choked on my own spit. So I thought that would be easier to learn than trying to line up, you know, the squares and everything like I did on my first diamond painting, which was a nightmare. You're lucky I even picked it up. I mean, as far as picked up diamond painting as well as I did, because that thing was a freaking nightmare. And it was only like a 25 by 25, and it was of the owl. You all know what I'm talking about. It was the blue owl that sits on the little branch with little red berries. Oh yeah, that's the first one I did, and it was square. And I got down to the end, and I accidentally laid a piece of paper over it, so I had to pull the paper off, and that was before I knew how to do it from kicking cancer's butt. Yeah. So I pulled off all the glue in that one section, so I had to glue the rest of them, and then they didn't want to fit. They fit so tight, they wouldn't even snap in. And if they did, they'd pop up someplace else. So, yeah, it was a freaking nightmare. I put that in a drawer so deep, I don't even know where it's at anymore. I just didn't even ever want to look at it. And then I bought a round, because I found out there was round and square, see? So, yeah. So you got to start slow. But, you know, Grandma's always got to go big or go home. So, anyway, next year, other than the ones that I want to get from Diamond Art Club, I probably won't be buying too many more diamond paintings, and just work out of what I've got, because God knows I have a big enough stash to last me for about 10 lifetimes. And the sewing projects, I have to support both groups here, because I have decided I really like to sew. And the hand sewing is not bothering my hands or my, you know, like quilting was. And I've told you this before, that the quilting just absolutely got to me, because it was so rhythmatic that it was just killing my wrist and my hands. So I like doing this because I can stop, and it's not as a repetitive like this motion, you know. So whatever. But there are like 3 major patterns that I want to buy, and I found them all on 1 2 3 stitch. I almost said stitch 1 2 3. And I can also get the material there, and I'm going to be working on Ada. I've decided that small stuff, it's beautiful, but I cannot see it. So we're just going with the practical. And I may end up buying some Ada cloth that I could dye myself, because, you know, it's just too much for me. And I don't think I'll go any smaller than 14. I've never seen 16, so I don't know. But for right now, 14 is as small of the 8 that I'm going to get. And, you know, I can get it fairly cheap for, you know, about the same price as I bought that small piece of linen. So, I mean, I thought that was pretty good. So, but I'm working right now on the Quakers. What is it? Oh my God. Autumn Quakers. I want Death by Cross Stitch, The Eye of the Sparrow, and there's one more. Oh, Geometry Quaker or something like that. And don't ask me. I want to say it's Heart Song, something, maybe. I'm sorry if I don't remember. But those are the 3 majors that I would still like to purchase. So I've got some big purchases in mind, but, you know, how soon I will get to them, you know, that's just going to remain to be seen. 3824. And I've got these all out of order, so I cannot, for the life of me, figure out where they are. 3824. That's pretty pink. It's more of a pale salmon. It's for the sky. The sky is just lovely. And this right here is the end of the sky, except for bits and tiny pieces across where the trees come up on the corner. So we are... Oops, sorry, my bad. Like, I don't know if I'm going upside down or sideways. Let me see here. I've got this all done. Where are we? You see what I mean? Okay. Maybe that'll work and maybe it won't. I'll just fold it. It can't possibly hurt it. Tip some light on it. But I'm right even with this. So I just have this bit of sky to go. And there, like I said, there's bits and pieces within the trees, but not too terribly much. So, and I'm just kind of working across, you know, one way or another. I've probably got between 14 and 12 and 14 inches. I don't know. Maybe it's more than that. It's about 12 inches here, but yet down on this side it's about 14. Between 14 and 12 and 14 inches. So that's not too much. And I just keep adding drills here and there, and that's about how that goes. But we had a good time at Christmas. I know I'm kind of all over the place this week. I was so tired on Thursday. I got up at like 7 o'clock. I couldn't even hardly drink my coffee. I laid back down and didn't get up until almost noon. I was just done in. So, that's the way that goes. But I got to get a little bit of extra sleep. Still feel like I'm needing sleep. So, today I went out. It was like 14 degrees when I left the house. It's not going to get very warm, and it snowed all day yesterday. It snowed maybe 2-3 inches on Christmas, so we didn't have to contend with the weather, so we had a good time. And I drove around with my son there, you know, in town, because I'd lived there before, so it was kind of nice to see what was still there and what wasn't there, and what they're preserving, like, historically, because it's a historic mining district there in Leadville. But it's changed quite a bit since they were kids. But things are coming along. But we had a good time, and we left about 4:15. Got home about 4:45, and we didn't have any bad weather on the way home. And my son fixed my TV. Yay! Oh yeah, I was so embarrassed. It was like on the wrong TV setting. You know, I had 2 choices, and I evidently had picked the wrong one. So he got that fixed in under 5 minutes, but, you know, I kind of knew that was going to happen. So I'm happy to have my TV back. And I may get some company for New Year's. Don't know yet. I have a friend that may be coming up. And so we'll see how well that goes. Whether they can get here. We won't hold our breath because, you know, the weather always constitutes how bad it is here. But we're not supposed to get any more snow the rest of the week, thank goodness. I missed that whole mess. Oh, fine. I'm so used to that stuff moving so hard that, I don't know where that went. I pushed a little too hard. But they're all going down nice, and it'll be nice when it's done. I just love this thing. It's so shiny. Every time I see this again, you know, it's like, God, it's so beautiful. Just absolutely stunning. And that's why I want that other one, but I don't know if it's back in stock or not. But and when I get the money, then I will go after it. But trying to coordinate those two things, you know, it's sometimes kind of hard. But I think, you know, I've pretty much worked everything out. Molly, hush! Jeez Louise. She's been caged too long, but it's too cold to leave her out there. Just to even sit on the porch. So that's kind of my loose plans for next year. I am not doing a whip parade because y'all know what I'm working on and what I have and haven't worked on. And to drag all that out, it's like, no. Just, no. No. We all know that nothing's finished, so we just go on from here, and I work on everything a little bit at a time. Sometimes I feel like beating, sometimes I don't. You know, so it kind of goes back and forth, and I'm trying to stick with the same 4 projects, you know. But not making enough progress to warrant much. I am making some progress on that Quaker thing, though. That's pretty good. But, you know, I always have this burst of, yes, I want to do this right now. And then, like a week later, it's like, okay, we're done with that for a while. But this is going really good, and I've been changing colors left and right. Because I just think it's too drab, or too... It's not monotone. Well, it is almost monotone. So I'm changing colors to make it more vibrant. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not changing the pattern. I'm changing the colors of the actual pattern. So. And it's my pattern now, so I guess I get to do with it as I want. And that goes for anybody, you know. Change the colors if it doesn't suit your household or where you want to put it, or colors that you just absolutely detest working. Why should you work with colors you don't even like? Just change it, you know. I mean, I've got past the I'm afraid to change a color. Yeah, that happened in about the first day. I'm like, screw this. I don't like the way that this is, you know, coming out, because I can't tell the difference. And it's not like a shading, like right here you can tell there's 2 different colors. This, it's so freaking close, it's stupid. And it's not something that's like this, you know, that has to be, what do you call it, done like this. You know, where you have to shade it, you know. At least you can see the 2 different colors. And I mean, part of that is my fault for what I picked out, you know, but still, I don't know. I have nobody really to blame but myself, so I'm just going to change it, you know, to hell with it. And mine won't look like anybody else's, and nobody else's will really look like mine. So it's each to your own, you know, make up your own minds. And people change colors and patterns all the time. And even the one on the front of the thing doesn't, I mean, they're using variegated yarn. Maybe that color is variegated in the real expensive stuff, I have no idea. Because I have no outlet to that, so I can't see them all, you know, like hanging if you would go to look for DMC, you know what I mean? So I have no clue. I just know I'm not using silk. That ain't ever going to happen again. And I haven't replaced the thread for yin and yang, so it's in a timeout right now. I'm disappointed, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at myself because, you know, it's not working the way that it's going. So, but, you know, I probably would never change a color on a diamond painting, you know, unless I wanted to add more Aurora Borealis. That would be like the only thing, because I can't imagine. I can't even, no, my brain doesn't go that far. So, that's what we're working on. So I'll be working next year on a few diamond painting. I'll probably have more stitch project videos than I will diamond paintings, because I'm going to go with this at least until I finish it. And then I might pull out another DAC that I've got started. You know, I have no idea what that's going to be right now. Haven't made any decisions. So, now you know what my silly plans are, so. And we'll see what we can and can't get done. I have no hurry to get any of them done. I'm not going to set my goals real high because I'm tired of being disappointed. So we'll just work on things as they come along, or as I feel that I want to work on them. Does that make sense? Jeez, I feel so messed up, you know. It's just one thing after another. And sometimes I feel like stitching, sometimes I feel like beading, sometimes I feel like diamond painting. So, you know, these are my hobbies. This is what I do, and that's all I got to say about that. So 3341. Gotta go find it. 3341. Oh yay, it was on top. So it's like almost a salmon color. It's the same version of this, only a little bit darker. And all them are that. Jeez. Thank God we can use a multiplacer. I showed them all how to use a multiplacer. Thank goodness. So. We will see. So. Maybe sometime I can have a diamond paint-a-thon with all my grandkids and my son and his wife, and we'll all just sit down and work on diamond paintings. Who knows? But I'm glad, you know, they picked it up, and like I said, it's not hard to learn. It's just that spending time to do it, you know, and the attention, so to speak, span. Hell, I don't even have a good attention span. I never have. And I like to do things that are new and start stuff, and excuse me. Oh, I guess I should get this little corner done. I keep avoiding it like the plague over here. Ah! I hate it when you miss and then everything goes haywire all at one time. It's great. But we had a good meal and had a good time, and Christmas Eve we had our high tea. I don't know if I told you that. At my daughter's house. So that went really well. The kids liked that. They got to sit down and have sugar and open up their Christmas presents from me. You know, so we had a good time. All the way around. I'm glad it's all over because Grandma is tired and I'm constantly needing a nap. I think I have iron poor blood. It's about time to eat some liver, I think. Yeah, I like liver. I like chicken livers almost better than I like beef liver. I used to fix them all the time, and I'd fry them, you know, deep fat fry, breaded chicken livers. And then I kind of got out of the habit of making them. My late boyfriend loved chicken livers, and I would fix 3 little containers full of chicken livers, and we'd just heat them up as we went, you know, after we had them for that meal, you know. And he just absolutely loved them. And that's where I first really tried chicken livers, but oh my God. So now I bought 3 things of chicken livers, and I think it's like a 2-cup thing, you know, like the big sour cream. So I bought 3 of those, and they were froze when they came in, so I just put them in the freezer, and that way when I want them, I just pull out 1 container, because God knows I wouldn't eat all them at one time. And I missed the whole thing. I love when I miss. It's just, jeez. So other than that, I don't have any plans or anything else going that I want to do. I've just kind of stopped looking and focused. I've been watching a lot of floss tube and diamond painting channels on YouTube. And that's where I saw those 3 big patterns. And I'm sure they're going to be big, but we'll see. Still not ready for the Mirabilia. I'm not going to spend that kind of money yet. You know, maybe later on the year, after I get a little bit more confidence, but I just don't want to have to do different specialty stitches. I just want to cross stitch, if that makes any kind of sense. Because that's about all I can handle. And I'll still work on my stamped cross-stitch stuff, but you know, this is what it is this week, so it could change at any moment. I gotta find P, and then we'll finish that edge. Where is it? 352, 356, 352. Of course, it's another peach. We're still in the sky. I don't know that I can get all them out of there. Maybe, maybe not. Come on. We only had 4 of them. I couldn't see dumping them all out. Alright. Well, we got that. Alright, guys. Well, I know that wasn't very much, and it never usually is, but we're on the other side of the sky now. But thank you for joining me. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. And that way, you'll know when my next video comes out. And everybody have a Happy New Year. God bless. Bye-bye.